This thing's stupid, man. Internet just clips in and out. That's what the problem is. Is it going or not? I don't know, man. The stream got all screwed up. Now I can't tell if it's going or not. Well, that sucks because I can't see. Alright, I guess I do see it. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. It seems like it's going now, I suppose. So now I'm thoroughly convinced that I don't know what the hell is going to happen because, well, the internet just clips in and out. So, and once that does it, it just everything goes haywire and it's way behind, so you don't know what's going on. So, well, you know, welcome to YouTube being the wonderful partner that it is, and everybody that's in between both of those things. So, we are going to be checking out some items today. I don't really know exactly what my final goal is here, but just to play around. And I love Vocalize, and this thing is great. Just to start off with, start playing with. I'd love to maybe come in here and check out some more of these voices. And I have everything kind of mapped to a basic there, punish and twist, which is a really cool, you know, punish is a really gritty kind of, you know, distortion, saturation. I don't even know. It's punishing it. It's for sure. And the twist is something all on its own. It's definitely some kind of a twist. So and that's a good way to explain it. It's gonna kind of mingle, and you'll hear it. Let's turn it on here. We are on twist. So let's just take the punish down a little bit so we don't have too much grit on there. Good tones. Let's go ahead and just pick a random. Let's go ahead and I don't know. Let's be weird today and just do something like this for random's sake. Fun stuff. All right. What are we gonna do here? What do we got? We got We got our drum pad on here. All right. Enough of that stuff. The dulcimeter. And we got some other contact items on here just to play around with. Wow, that wind is going crazy out there. It might be why the internet might be going out at any moment now, seems like. All right, for the sake of it, let's get into making something here. And I tell you what, let's get some of these. These items here have been redeemed themselves, and I kind of want to go in here and play with them because it's been a while. So we're going to go grab a Captain Chords. He wrote me back. We've had a long battle with this company. There's been a really hate with them. But he's fixed a lot of things and incorporated some ideas. I feel like maybe I've been a part of it. But I don't think we like each other. I still don't like him. And I've been battling with this guy for, oh my goodness, maybe 5 years. So let's go in here, and this Captain Chords is kind of the main. Well, you guys know what it is. It's a chord generator, so this is kind of a cheat. But I have so much latency on here right now because I have to have the FL ASIO driver on here to run everything. So we're going to be using Captain Chords just to make the quantization not an issue. And I wanted to look at it. You know, we're not in any direction on this stream at all. We're just kind of hanging out and playing. So I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna go ahead and randomize it there, because you know I'm all about that randomizer. Let's go ahead and stop all progress here. Stop everything. It's in D. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Let's keep that. Let's go into a different progression here and let's see what they got. Something. Cancel that. I like that. Let's put that on the real cellos, though. Where'd we go? Oh, I have that thing. That's over here. So we're going to drag these over to the actual cellos. Let's turn this stuff off. Just turn off Captain Chords over here. That sounded alright. Gotta mess with these dynamics a little bit. I should go ahead and do that right now. We can get these dynamics down a little bit better. And what to do that, let's get some MIDI effect on here called Expression Control. Boom, yeah. And if you have a pressure sensitive toucher down here, we can go ahead and link this to one of these buttons, or to the pressure sensitivity on here, and I can link the dynamics to this, and we can actually start playing in a style that well, it's going to closely mimic a real cellist does Well, almost as close as I can, and most of what anybody else could be able to do within a digital world. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's see. I already have the dynamics in here, so I just need to do an aftertouch mapping to this dynamics here and set a threshold of the minimum. We don't want it anything less than like 43. Let's go ahead and touch it. Oop, where are we at? Am I on the right channel here? No, I am not. So let's go ahead and do that. You can go a little lower than 43, I guess. Let's try 30. So I want the rise and the fall to be a little bit slower than that. Oddly enough, because the latency I already have, I thought I wouldn't have to make a change to this. You can see I'm as I'm wiggling my hand, it's almost mimicking the well, I'm trying to mimic that with changing the dynamics, and you can see that my dynamics now are linked up to my aftertouch on here, so you can see. Yeah, that sounds really good. Well, I mean, Novo is killing it too. It's not just me. I mean, this is a multiple layered instrument right here that is just killing it with some real violinists. So you can't beat that. A nice VST instrument from Heaviosity. And with a little bit of help and some manipulation here, we can get some really good natural sounds out of this thing. And that is just hitting the long default in it right there. So we're not even really digging around too much and playing with anything, but we could definitely go in here and get very dynamic with how we do the automation in here, because you can see like right down here we have different mic placements. So that gets interesting. We're not going to dive that far. We're just going to lay down some stuff and keep on going. But this is a really cool instrument, and this is a really cool technique with just about anything. So if you have your strings in your instrument and you have I think everything's got some velocity controls now, and you don't really in Ableton. This is being recorded here. I mean, it's nice to lay it in there, nice to be able to play it live, but you can go in there and manipulate that within the automation lanes within Ableton. So that's kind of cool. You don't need a kind of pad or anything sensitivity like this, but it definitely helps. So I think so, with kind of expressing yourself live and getting it out there and not having to do a lot of that post processing and messing around. I think that just takes the fun out of it. So yeah, let's lay down something with these strings now that we got them all tightened up here. All right. We could layer that with some vocals, maybe. Been playing with this Vocalese. I've been playing with the Vocalese a little bit here, and this is another wicked instrument from Heaviosity, and I think I'm going to be throwing in some ahs, maybe. So they have a basic ah, they have a stacked ah. I mean, that's going to be really 9 voices, get really crazy and choiry, maybe? I don't know. Let's check it out. Oh, I'm not going to save any changes of that. Let's go ahead and stack these up. And let's double this. Bring that over here. Let's play this first, just kind of off, just to do it. Got all this stuff in front of me. I'm still using my mouse. It's real rich. I like it. Gosh, man, I swear the wind, every time I get my headphones on or something, if something's got to bang in my house, man. I feel like I got to walk around my house to go figure out if someone's in my house trying to kill me or something. I could sit here in silence all day. Put the headphones on, bang, 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 bong. You know what the hell's going on in here, man? All right, I don't care. Someone just kill me. Changing tack on those a little bit. Hey, and while we're checking out the Captain line of products here, which I should be checking out a little bit further here, because he sent me an email saying that he redeemed himself and sent me these as an update personally because I complained about that as well. So he's actually going out of his way to try to remedy a customer's complaint after 5 years. So I'm going to give this guy a full-on review. I guess we're going to do it live. We're doing a full-on review live, I guess. So let's go into, what are we going to go into melody here? Let's hit go. I think it's going to connect automatically. No, it doesn't connect automatically. I have to connect it. All right, so it connects. That's the one thing I hate about the product. It has to talk home every time. So if you want to use this product out in the middle of a cabin and be inspired by no Wi-Fi, ain't gonna happen. That's my first complaint. It's got to talk home. That's a little intrusive to me anyway. So let's get this going. Let's keep this going. Let's write. Let me see if I notice any changes in here, because I did a thing on this last time. You know, I guess he added the VST outputs, the plugins. All right, we're gonna play around with it. We're gonna play around with it. There was I have a whole slew of these kind of devices, so we'll see. This was one of my least favorites. Like the other one, I find the instruments in there to be so generic. I guess you got to put some effects on them, and they just added the reverb and the delay in there. It's not bad. I guess if you're new and it's something to get you going, it's almost like having another little free VST for yourself. But I find them to be super cheesy. I usually just take them right out, but it's not that bad. I've played with it and I've gotten some good results before just using it by itself, but I tend to I like what I like. You know what I'm saying? So we're still getting the same results. We're just going to drag them out. And we could just go to a VST if we wanted to, and that's kind of neat. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what their options are in here. Let's go into a VST. It's going to tell me how to do it. Okay. I got to route it. So it's almost, gosh, it's easier to just drag and drop it. So that's not anything that I couldn't do before anyway. So yay, plugins, VST output plugins. I can select a VST. There it is. Oh, there we are. Now there's a menu I've got. Look and see. Look and see. What happens if I open up a third-party? Let's try to break it. Let's try to break it. If I open up a third-party contact, now this is a big instrument. So if something's gonna mess up, this would make it mess up. So I've got a third party with a third party. Hey, and it's working. It looks like. Let's try something out. Let's give a. What are we doing in here? We got melodies. Let's do something with some exhale. I've been wanting to throw this in. I've been neglecting this instrument for a while because Output and me are another company that's almost like Captain Chords. Just garbage customer service. You write them emails. I mean, you spend. This was a lot of money on this product. This bundle here was crazy. I don't even want to tell you how much I paid for it. All right, so let's get out of. That's fine. Why does everything look wonky in here? I'm not going to save any changes. It just looked weird opening it. Did I drag in a legacy? Ew. Yeah, it's loading up legacy items. I don't know. This might be due to some kind of a weird update thing because, gosh, you know, stupid PC just updated. I don't have any instrument in there. Is there any? Let's try a different thing out. Let's go into. I was going to go into Signal. Let's hopefully Signal opens up correctly. Yeah, everything's like wonky, man. Maybe this is because it's opening within Captain Melody here. Let's close Captain Melody out because that's kind of upsetting me there. It's upsetting me. Now I'm very concerned about the output products. Let's go into my contact and drag one of these out right into its own without its other third party. And let's go down and try to get Exhale in here or any other. I don't think I'm gonna have a problem. I think it was. Yeah, there we go. Loud as hell, but it's there. Okay, so well, there's already an issue right there with the captains. You know, and that could be a lot of different things. So I'm not gonna really get down on that because I told you I was gonna try to break it, and we did break it. So if Captain, listen, all right, there, Mixed in Key. You guys over there at Mixed in Key, you know, you always know I'll send you a video of this. You probably won't be watching the channel, but you know I'll send them a video. I'll clip it. Oh, this guy hates me, man. He just sent me he just sent me this like last night, and I opened it up the email. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna check these things out. I'm like, I'm gonna break one. I'm gonna fucking break it. Lo and behold, I fucking broke it. First try. All right, so we're gonna go back in here. We're going to connect again. Let's go into plugins and let's just see if it loads in like a basic. Let's give it a big one, but not a contact. Let's go into Serum. Because where's that at? Serum. There we are. Xfer. Boom. All right. Let's give it that old good Serum preset, huh? Because you guys love that. All right, what kind of baloney is it going to give me? Roll the dice. Horrible. Now, as goofy as that sounds, you know what I hear playing that? Like maybe a French horn, like a muted, something like that. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, the instrument right there sounds goofy, but I am like the king of hearing something else out of something that sounds like garbage right now. So we are going to actually try to like maybe pull that off over here on another contact channel here. And let's go down to, let's see if we can go find that French horn. See if we can whittle this thing down. They've got a really good, you know, the best thing about an output product is their UI and being able to whittle this thing down to find it. The question is what you're looking for and what it says actually going to be what it is when you get there? Because sometimes it's not even there. You click on it and it's like there's some, oh my gosh, these guys are another one that I send a lot of emails and video clips to. All right, so we want orchestral, we want brass, clean, and you know, that's one thing here. It's never going to give you like the exact instrument. I mean, I could go in there and grab one. We can go into initial settings, but I think we could probably find it pretty quickly. Let's get a Night Watcher. You know, we'll see what this is. Now it's just going to have to be out. You're just going to have to play stabs. Maybe, I don't know. It's not really a stab. Is it? It's too low. It sounds weird. All right, and it's way too low. And I've got screen issues, man. I have SLI on, I think, and every time I turn that thing on, it does something to some other program. All right, well, anyway. All right, there we go. Now I can see right. All right, so what we wanted to do here, drag that over here for a second. Let's take these notes and take these up a whole octave. Let's grab all these. I made the mistake when I took everything down low. Let's take everything up one. Let's get some richer sounds in there in the mids. Bear with me, folks. That's not it. Close. It's very close to something I want. I don't really like the attacks of what's going on here, so I'm going to go find something else that's a little bit more my style. I already know where this is heading because I'm gonna drag out this next captain thingy. We already know where this is gonna go, man. All right, so there's Captain Deep. I guess we can get our bass line here. You know what I really like about Captain? One of the best things I like for somebody new with these Captain and chords, the mixed in key tools that I'm using right here. Sorry, I had to get that out. Hurt my brain. Is that they have up here at the very top, they have these little sections. Well, not play, but you can see I have verse and pre-chorus and chorus and then the drop. And these are all going to change. So you can see I'm working on this. And if you change one and one, the other ones will change. So if you're just exclusively using these tools and you don't really know much about song structure and arrangement, that's probably a really good thing for somebody new starting out. It's a pretty powerful thing right there. And I think more products could actually take this great idea from this right here and incorporate it into some other products that are like this. One of my favorite things about it, you know. Other than that, I mean, it's working properly now. I had some major complaints earlier, and the fact that he's come out and really went out of his way to try to please me, even after, you know. And I'm telling you, I'm not been really nice. I mean, I'm not super mean. I'm just blunt honest. So yeah, we'll see if I can keep on breaking it. We're gonna keep on going here. And just like always, I kind of like that drop down. Like, I'm going to take this and go to just another instrument over here. And why not just keep on highlighting things? Substance is great. I didn't like Substance at all when I first started messing with this instrument. I couldn't fit it into anything. It was the presets. I was messing with a lot of the presets, and I just was like, ugh. I think the presets are just so, I don't know, man, garbage. This is like one of their later instruments too. This is when the company started going downhill. At first, the company was great. You know, I used to talk to Barbara or whatever her name was. She was a really cool lady, man. They got rid of her, I guess. I don't know. Nobody gets you back. They actually used they started using a Zendex third-party people to handle their customer service. And, well, hey, 3 to 6 business weeks, you might get an answer. Hope you don't have a show. You know what I'm saying? Or you're not in a very super creative mood right now if you're having issues. Now, let's see here. We've got that dragged over on there. Like, just the first sound itself just doesn't even mix in. We're going to go in with some really clean, let's go all the way to just an initial setting. Nothing else on there, because, gosh, you know, bass is such a weird thing to fit in. You should fit bass in first, because if you were like, if the song was an apartment, you'd have to come in with the couch first, correct? And then kind of like design all the little trinkets and all the little stuff all the way around the couch, and put the TV in front of that, and then you put the pictures up on the wall, and then you're you know, the bass is the couch in a song. You better make room for it, and it's got to be all right. And you put too much crap on it, it's going to get all all right. Speaking of blah, 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 let's go in here and find a clean sub. We're in subs. Sign, clean. Let's go with the clean one here. Let's just go right where they said. This is sounding like some like trap beat a rap song, which is not usually my style, but hey, I make it for people. Let's just go down this road then. Let's go all the way down this road. It's the last product from them. Let me pull it over here, because this is one I actually like. This one I started using before because the other ones wouldn't talk together. There was things that only features would work on the Mac version. That was one of my biggest complaints. Was I was a PC user, and you know, they advertise it on the Mac, and they advertise it for everything, but they demo it on the Mac where everything's working, and all the features didn't work on a PC, and they failed to mention that before they took my money from me. I let them have it for 5 years, and here we are now, just now getting a good product. That's what I'm trying to say, man. You got to stay a squeaky wheel. You got to be a consumer. I don't care if it was $1 or whatever, or you got your money's worth or whatever, and you still see something. Try to make it better. I'm not trying to be an asshole with them, but and I never really was. I just was blunt honest, man. And if I can't get an answer, I'm gonna go crazy. Let's go in and get a crazy beat on this then. Let's see here. We were already thinking this was like some kind of a. Oh man, I hate going super tropical fresh on this. Let's go tropical fresh. DJ Tropical Fresh. Okay, so it's got a, let's see, I got a fill on the back end there. I don't want that. Let's take that off because, well, that's going to be doo-doo. All right, let's see what it hears. Like, these drums sound like garbage, man, until you really put some, I don't know, put a drum bus on here and tighten it up. You can make them sound okay, but I really like coming in here and playing with the drums, and it makes it so easy. So if I want to change like just one lane here, just the kick channel, I can come up here and change the rhythm. I can come in here and go and find one that I like. You can import your own stuff in here. I tried to import one of my big packs and it broke it. So if you're going to import, you better do it in some small increments. I mean, I've got, you know, 500,000 MIDI drum packs. I didn't try to shove them all in there at once. I tried to put it in like my funk collection, which is probably 50,000. So you want to maybe chunk it up into some small little bits, but I don't think you do. I think you have a lot of little pieces, and there's mixing and matching and going all over, and you can drag this out. And then, like I said, if you want this to sound good, I would put a little compression and some stuff on here and make it sound a little bit better, which is what we'll do here in a minute. But let's get this rap beat going. Here it is, man. DJ Tropical Fresh and MC Peach. Those horns are just, they make me more angry each time I listen to them. I'm getting more angry and more upset. All right, so I'm not going to change them though. We're just kind of playing around. We're just making a simple like little sketch up. This could always be manipulated into something else, but this is laying down ideas and having fun with Captain Beats here. Products from Mixed and Key. Some of my favorite people to battle with on customer service, but they seem to be redeeming themselves and they want to try, and I have to give that to the guy. And to keep coming after me personally to try to please me, the guy's he wants to make me happy, and that's really cool, dude. That's really awesome of him. So are we gonna change this beat a little bit? Let's go ahead. I wanted a really crazy let's go with that. I want gangster all the way tropical fresh beat here. So let's go into, there we go. There's those hi-hats that we want. See those hi-hats? Yeah, there we go. That's really gangster right there. And then we're gonna throw on a drum bus and really pull in that bass and get this song really going right here. Tropical Fresh. What did I tell you, huh? DJ Tropical Fresh is in the house and he knows how to do it. That's embarrassing. All right, we're gonna drag this drum bus over on this. We are in D, my man, and we're going to take this over onto Captain Beat. And let's go ahead and we're going to hit that compressor. Let's keep it soft because it was already almost punching. We just needed a little bit. Watch the magic sauce. I mean, this is the magic sauce. We'll just turn it off and we'll turn it on for you. Let's get the before and after. used to hold on to life like a handful of sand, but it's nothing as much as it was when I began. That's it. That's the only rapping I'll ever do. That's the only rapping I will ever do. I tried it. I failed. Okay. It's not really bad. It's very cheesy, and I would never post it. We could do this live. I'm going to erase it all, actually. It's all gone. All right. But that was fun to play around with. Let's keep on going with some weird ideas here. Go back into melody and bring that over. And let's erase this. This is the one that I want to really kind of... We highly recommend watching the tutorial to learn the idea tool. Not right now. I'll watch it later. I've watched it before. There might be something new. I'm kind of looking out. But this is a weird tool to use. Oh, it just disappeared on me. What the hell? All right, so how do I grab everything and delete everything? There you go. I just highlight it and hit delete. Sweet. All right. So we've got a move, obviously, that you can move. We got a brush stroke, so we could brush things in, kind of like you can go almost like, oh my gosh, you can almost kind of like see it and paint it in there. So you can be like, I don't know. I mean, it would just, you can actually just draw it in. Oh, that's horrible. That's not what we want. Why is it on 16th? Oh, fourth quarter notes. Oh, let's play it. Hey. Oh, it's off. You know, a total accident. I just accidentally drew that in, and I said, let's listen to it. And you know what? I'm telling you, like, weird, happy accidents happen like this for me, and I just love it. So, not to say that I'm really tickled by this, but I just drew this in, and I was like, garbage, you know, but it actually kind of, like, it's really neat. Let's change this instrument up, maybe. What is it on Serum, the initial preset on Serum? It's the initial program of Serum there, so that's kind of funny to me, man. That was really interesting. Let's try some other instrument out here. One thing I love about Captain Beat, and this is my favorite one out of all of them. I mean, the melodies and everything like that, it's kind of cool for having some, you know, brain farts and you're freezing up and you don't have any ideas coming out of you. I have so many different products that are like that, so to justify me on it for $79 is not where I'm at. But you know, if you're starting off, I think this would be a cool, if this was the only one I had and I didn't have all the other ones and I didn't have Ableton, Captain Beat and the mixed in key products here, this bundle would really be cool. And I'll say that. I'll say that about it. That's my final thought. I'll have to go. I owe him a new video. It says they finally redeemed themselves. 5 years. Hey, but it's better late than never, man. You know what I'm saying? They didn't tuck tail and double down and just say hell no to everybody. They came through and fixed their mistakes, man. So I'll be giving this guy a cool review. Besides, see if we can help him fix the contact issue so it doesn't crash the contact. So we'll see what we can do with that. this is pretty much all. I think I have all Captain. It's all the. I'm not dragging any of this over. Piano Trap, DJ Tropical Fresh. Sorry. DJ Qbert did a video like picking on those DJs that like use their elbows and stuff. I think it's funny. Somebody that came out with like, if you bought this and just kept on using this to pump out garbage stuff, first of all, you'd get busted because it in key doesn't mean harmony, and my wife will pick it out. I can hear it sometimes, but my wife will come in here and pick out an inharmonious note out of almost, I'd say 80% of a Captain Chord product, because she's listened to it with me before and was like, nope, nah, nope. And then the other products that I have too, none of them get it right. Like, nope, nope. I'd say J74 is the one that kind of gets it the closest. Let's see what we got here. That's what I'm talking about. So now you maybe have this in the beginning, and you can start writing your, writing your verses, and then we've got our pre-chorus, and then we can go into our chorus, and we can just change this up. So, and this is where the tool will get confusing to a new person, because where do you go from here? What's your music theory? It's like it's going to get it right for you, but it doesn't point you in the right direction. It gives you like these. It kind of gives you some tension color codings in here. So some red, blue, greens. It kind of gives you sort of an idea. And I bet if you go through their tutorial, hopefully that's what he's going to say in there. I already know that's what the answer is, but still, how are you really going to know? And, well, I think there could be some theory learning devices in here for you somehow, because I've seen other products that do it for you, and maybe we'll go in there and do some comparison and look at these things. So let's go grab something special that I got out of here. It's Fabrizio Post, a French guy, very cool artist, and he makes really, really cool. First of all, Fabrizio Post is a hero of mine. The guy is super cool. Makes really cool instruments and VSTs and virtual instruments. He does a lot of really cool visual arts, and it's just awesome, man. You have to go look up J74 Fabrizio Post. I couldn't spell it for you. Is it on here? I don't see his name. Cornell. Maybe, hopefully it might even be on the actual instrument. We're going to drag one on one of these channels over here and check it out. Let's go over to Addictive Keys, because that's a beautiful instrument here. Let's go ahead and highlight this on. And we're going to go and throw on a J74 Progressive. Now this is kind of like Captain, but it is, to me, well, it's integrated into Ableton Live, for one, so it's exclusive, but it also does it, I think it does it a lot better, and wait till you see the what you get out of this. So here is, this would be the clip progression where we can kind of do what Captain Chords was doing, but what I wanted to bring this up for and show people is the go into it all. Let's grab all of it, because this actually really helps you. This is where a chord generator and a chord explorer turns into a learning tool, more so than just something that is a crutch, because the other ones are crutches and they don't get it right. Like I told you, that they mess up all the time on harmonies, because, well, you're just kind of throwing darts blindly at shit. And, well, it works a lot of the times, but a lot of the times it doesn't work. So look at all the stuff that you have here. This is really crazy, and for what you get, it's really in depth. So in the top left here, you can see this is where it's going to start, and we can pick our scale, our major. We can get a progression type in here. We have a whole shit ton to pick from. and then we can generate a clip. And unlike Captain Chords, and not Captain Chords' fault, I can pick any cell in here and generate a clip to that cell. And that is just amazing to do. Like if you're doing some orchestral stuff, man, I got 20 pieces to work really quick, I can be in here and just go and lay down an idea. Now, 5 of those ideas are going to be garbage, but I got 4 that were great and golden out of it, and that's really cool. And that is just awesome. So, with that being said, we choose everything in here. This is kind of where we choose. We can choose the progression matrix. This is where we can invert and do some weird reverse and things like that. Kind of neat. Down here we have our circle of fifths and diatonic modes. They can kind of teach you a little bit about maybe what note should be coming next, So some theory in here, and you can see some progressions and like, oh, where do they go? This is like kind of like one of those maps. Should it go here? It can go here. This one doesn't go into that one. So there's just some things that you can learn from this. I couldn't go down that route with you and explain it to you in a manner because I don't understand it well enough. But this is where I like to have tools like this. Out of all of them, I've had my wife listen to them, and she agrees too that this thing just comes up with a little bit more of a complexity, and it gets things, I guess it ballparks things way better than the other ones do, and that is cool. And what is also cool too, so if you're playing your own chords, or you've got some chords in a MIDI pack, or you've got something else, or you've converted some chords over and you want to know what they are, J74 actually has a clip note analyzer here, so you could actually throw this on the track and play it, and it's going to tell you what everything's in or what scale it's in, and that's really kind of cool for dissecting something and trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Not like you would use that often, but it's kind of cool if you're not music theory genius like I am. All right, what kind of trouble are we going to get into? Let's play around with the with addictive keys here a little bit because it's pretty magical. Now that we kind of played around with Captain over there, and I guess we could say I'm feeling lucky. I think it just kind of randomly does some things. Pop. It's on a different version. So I'm feeling lucky. It gave me something. I didn't like that. Well, let's see what it gets. I hit it right off of bat. Let's see what it does. I didn't do anything. I just hit whatever it's in. C major pop. I hit I'm feeling lucky, and it randomized whatever it did over here, and it threw me down a clip over into the clip here. Let's check out the clip and cell number 1 on track number 2. And look, that's pretty complex. It did some like ghost notes, and it's all over the place. Let's hear what it sounds like here. C major pop, I'm feeling lucky. Whoa. We got to get rid of all this other stuff. I'm done with the Captain things right now. We'll go back in there and check those out. Everything's working fine for me. There was a few things that it didn't open up the contact, and that'll be one of my main letters that I send to the guy. So we'll see what happens. Now, back to our piano over here. Yeah, baby. Oh, I don't know where that went to. It's like a question and answer. Yeah, dude. See, this is like, man, I tell you what, if I have to write stuff, I use J74 quite a bit for getting odd stuff like this. Not sure I like the whole end piece there, but I'll take this. I like it. See now, see with J74, now I can go over to the same channel over here. I can hit clip progression. Let's see if I can bring this back up. Set the cell over here, and let's do a little bit of changing here. I guess we can do like an auto warp on that, and let's go ahead and create a clip. Do not show me this again. Proceed. All right. This is where I probably speed this one up, and I'll just pop this one. Get a bit of times too. No, no, no. We want it the other way. We want a plus. Very weird. It's off timed, but it's, you know, I'm chopping things up all weird because I'm feeling weird. What can I say? But I love J74 for weird stuff. I can't get like the weird stuff out of anything else. And well, you know, and speaking of odd timings, and none of them really go into any realm that's outside of a 4/4, and well, that's where you just gotta start doing that yourself. Or what I've done is I've got a whole pack that I've kind of done up preset. So if you can go into your own DAW and start with a progression and just change it up over and over and over and over and over again and save it into its own little folder. And well, years and years of doing that has made it into some packs here. Just some MIDI stuff here. Let's see where I'm at. Let's go into here. Let's see. And we got like some 6/8 here. I'll go ahead and change the markers up. Let's go minor. Start on 5. Into some addictive keys here. Like a madman. Like a madman. Well, I guess we have to talk about one more, and I guess a lot of more of the people I've been seeing a lot more videos on this one, and it's a Max for Live, I do believe. And look, I'm already highlighted right on there. It's Ripcord. This is going to be something kind of like X vs. Cthulhu, kind of like a player. Now J74 had one too, and it's cool. I like this one. Is kind of fun to play with though. Let's see, where's the clip analysis? Where'd it go? I gotta break them all out now. Chord Explorer. So MIDI off. I can turn the MIDI on this one, I think, and it will go through here, and it'll be on the Explorer, I think. MIDI on. I haven't really played too much with this on J74 because I get great results out of everything else, but this is kind of cool. And I'll have to. It does a here, and you can see right here it goes into my launch pads, and I can actually um, put this in a mode. But I'm not going to do that now because that usually kind of does some things that are kind of permanent, and we're not going down that road at this moment. But this is really cool. I knew that it had it, so you can go in here and like do auto chords. It'd be one touch chords, and all of a sudden you're Bach, you know. And with some playing around, you're going to find something really cool. You know, it's really easy to find the three or the few little different gems that you want to throw in there, and you can just hit record and start playing it. And that's awesome. That's awesome. But now, if you kind of want that just by itself, I do believe in here we have Ripcord. It's to be another Ableton device, though, that you're going to have. And let's go ahead and just take J74 out of here. Let's delete J74 and let's take the ripcord and put it on the addictive keys. So same setup, same keys, just the ripcord is going to be driving this now. And in here, again, we can kind of attach this to a device if we want to, and all it's going to do is just give you one octave of a look and give you some give you up and down controls on one of my devices down here. But I don't want to lock it in. But it's kind of neat if you're doing some live performance or something like that, that you can kind of play it out there. But you can kind of play it out here live anyway. No, kind of. I don't know. I don't know when I would use it exactly, but I find the chromatic scale, the full board of it, to be a lot better. If you've got 64 pads, why wouldn't you not use them? But anyway, I'm sure there's probably some weird reason why somebody would do that. And, very cool for getting some arpeggios. We have the arp is on by default, which I don't know why. It just is. I feel like the machine it shouldn't be on rip chord. It's not rip arp or arp chord or, you know. So now we turn the arp off, then we have our chords on here. I mean, it was arping the chords. And they're just basic little basic triads. And we can come in here and we have 3 more notes that we can add on there. And there's a whole slew of people out there that share their chord sets, and you could find them out on the net, like a whole bunch right now. And I've been meaning to download some. So, and then you got some other weird, like let's go into here. This would be another like Bach mode here. You can see that they've got the They've got 4, maybe 5 on some of them, but most of them don't utilize all thick and get really heavy with it. But that's something that you can explore to get more rich chords. I get stuck on some shit sometimes, I'll tell you. I'm not going to lie. All right. We get rid of that. That was just kind of messing around there. So ripcord is just kind of neat for some more chord generation, since that was kind of what we've been talking about for some reason. That's kind of when it went down, because I looked at Captain Chords, and I had to go down there and look at that, and that warranted me to talk about some of these other devices that we have that are just kind of cool. And what about some other? If you have Ableton 11, I do believe you get some Sonic Faction devices too. So if we go into Max for Live, or we can go into PAX 2 as well, I think. Let's go and look for Sonic Faction. Tricky Traps? Not Tricky Traps. What's it called? Probability Pack by Sonic Faction. Tricky Traps is pretty cool too, man. I went and bought that one after, actually before the Probability Pack came out. And Tricky Traps is kind of cool. They also have another really cool instrument too from this company, and that is somewhere else. Somewhere it's in PAX. Hypermorph. Let me be up here. Let's just talk about this whole company right here, man, because this is 3 bangers, man. Let's talk about Sonic Faction for a moment and look at all their instruments, because they are some bangers, man. For a little bit of price too. I mean, I think it's really awesome. If it'll load up. Well, something seems to be hung up. There we go. That was a little unneeded there. Okay, so we're going to go back over here to Probability Pack. We're going to check out some of these. Dr. Chaos. Let's do a Dr. Chaos on. Keep everything on the piano because, well, we can tell what's going on. Let's get rid of this ripcord here. Now we've got the Dr. Chaos all there. Now, this is going to be kind of like this is a randomization. Well, it's a probability arpeggiator. Dr. Chaos. That is exactly what it is. This damn thing is fucking cool. Now it's going to start off in this chromatic work here, and it's going to be going do 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 do. Pretty cool, right? You're like, wow, that's awesome. All right, so we got all this crazy thing. So here's our network over here, and then we can roll the dice on that as well. And then we got our probabilities of what note is it going to hit, which octave, the velocity, and the length of the note. And we can go into the chaos of this and hit the randomization and the percentage of the amount of randomization that it will throw in there too. Puh, 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 puh. I got that out all in one breath. I can't believe I did that. The instrument is super cool, and it gets really inspirational if you're having an inspiration roadblock or writer's block, these, man, probability pack and anything from Sonic Faction will probably get you out of your hole, for sure. Let's go in here and listen to what this thing can do. Get my let's get my sounds over there. Well, it's chaos, and it's exactly what it's creating. And well, I mean, we can get some more non-chaotic things out of there, but well, it's living up to its name. And all we got to do is take the chaos thing, factors down, and everything else down, and we're gonna have a you know, a planar version of an arpeggiator. So, and that's what doesn't make it interesting. But we can control, last but not least, we can control the scale that it's in. And you see here that we've got plenty of options there. And yeah, I think it's fun. Yeah, very weird stuff, man. Gotta like it. What do we have over here? Hypermorph. Oh my goodness, Hypermorph is super cool. Now, this is a synthesizer here. Actually, it's 4 synthesizers. Just like we would always do. Now, you can kind of do this with an Ableton, but the UI on this is super cool, and the price that you pay for it is absolutely nothing. So I think this is a no-brainer. It's a really cool instrument. It's heavy hitter. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You gotta love this thing. Now, a really cool thing that Hypermorph does too is it actually integrates into a launch pad or your, I believe they give you all the options for the Ableton accessories for a integrated experience. It's kind of neat. Well, I'm not going to do that right now, but we're going to go in and talk about what this thing is actually doing. So in the middle here, we have a volume matrix, and if you point it's going to point the volume towards the generator that it's pointed to. So if this thing is up here, then sound source 1 is going to be kicking. And then as we're doing this, we're just mixing all these sounds together. We can sling this thing around in a sequence. We can sequence it down here. We can use gravity. We can draw a pattern. So there's all kinds of like really cool stuff. This down here gets really cool with like some bass lines, because each note, or it's jumping in between bass sounds. Yeah, almost on each step, and that is just redonkulous, my friends. You don't have no idea what kind of a cool thing that this is, and not have to program that is just wicked. Yeah, yeah. See, I told you. And this is not hard to do in Ableton, but it's really nice to have this automatically done for you and to be able to like program it live, and it should make your changes very quickly. You're not going to do that in Ableton by itself. So in Ableton to do that, we would just come in here and you take your instrument, and we would, um, yeah, we could duplicate it. We could either record it, each time with a different instrument, and then chop our pieces together and do it that way, kind of like comping or something like that. But the fact that this instrument does it right there is just so wicked, and it gets really cool results. Yeah, dude. See, it's not your typical sounds right there, and it's just changing. It's very weird. And if it's not inspiring and kind of like a shortcut to get there, I think it's really cool. And not only that, we have their sound selection is not bad either. I mean, and if when I the first thing I thought when I purchased the item was that it wasn't going to have a great value of return for me, and on the sound selection, and I thought they did pretty. I mean, it's basic, but they did really well. You've got definitely some um, things to choose from up here, and that's pretty cool. It definitely warrants a look into if you have the Max for Live option. So this is an Ableton channel, so I mean, I'm not exclusive. I use anything, but this definitely is an Ableton exclusive instrument. Yeah, and you can kind of see what's going on there. I mean, the few the sets there are kind of getting you an idea of what this thing is doing. Very cool, very cool. And if you have a Launchpad or a Launchpad Pro or the Push, it will integrate in there. You kind of see what's going on. I don't want to turn it on right now because they end up getting locked, and when I go to unlock it, sometimes I crash the desktop, man. It's like a 30% thing. I don't know what that problem is. I've been fighting that for a long time. Yeah, that's another thing where I email a lot to Ableton. That's a company that will actually get back to me, though, really quickly. Ableton always gets back to me, man. Really cool. Good customer service. Let's go back into Max for Live. Packs. We're in packs there. And let's go back to our other view. Let's see the addictive keys. We can get we were in Dr. Chaos. Let's check out melodic probability. Ooh, melodic probability here. That's another one that we can tie it. All these tie into your Launchpad or Launchpad Pro or Push if you've got one. I'm pretty sure this melodic probability. Let's try this out. I think it's going to bounce around. Let's hit start. Yeah, I'm not too excited about the melodic probability, and maybe it's just not meant to do anything that great. It's a very simplistic thing. I didn't see a lot of probability in that little piece there. Let's go into probability art. This is something I know I've messed with. Ah, here we go. It's almost like a ripcord sort of thing. So I've got the chord and I've got the arp right here. It's almost exactly like a ripcord, basically, except for it's not in depth as saving as presets or anything. But I can turn that arp off and. Ooh. So we got our shape over here. So we have less options for progressions and things like that. But major, minor, diminish, suspend. All right, so we got our choices here. Let's go to all right, and then we can turn the arp on and see what that does. So let's get some of this random stuff going on here. So let's turn the style, length, octave, and turn these amounts up slightly. So we can change style, length, octave. Style is weird. It's kind of crazy. Randomizing that style. So very weird stuff there. This is things that you just sit here and play around for a while and come up with ideas. Maybe record as you're doing it and like, oh, that was a great idea. And in Ableton, that's kind of cool. We have the capture mode up there. I like to usually put this on like a foot switch or something like that. If I'm feeling in one of those moods, I'll map that to my foot switch. And I had a great idea. All I got to do is hit my foot switch, and it captures my idea. So that'll be a tip for you guys if you ever thought about the capture button. There you go. Rhythmic probability. Did we jump in that? That was so that was melodic probability. Rhythmic. Let's bring this thing over to a drum channel here. I'm not getting any action off of this thing at all. Is it just me? See, I'm not sure. I never really messed with these probabilities, the rhythm or the melodic. I'm not really quite sure what the hell is going on with them. But the step divider is super fucking cool. This I've definitely messed with. Now this here gets kind of odd. We could change all that. We could hit. Yeah, man, you want to go after a weird odd beat? Man, step divider will do it for you. I'm still in 6.8. That's why things are looking weird. I changed my timing. I never switched it back. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I thought something odd was happening. Probabilities, man, they're crazy. No, I don't want to open up Max. I've been getting some weird. I need a new mouse. That's it. I'm having problems with that. Yeah, step divider is super cool, man. I don't know why I'm duplicating things down here. Delete. Okay. So yeah, those are cool, man. Probability pack is super awesome, and I think that's free if you have Suit. So you'd have to have the full version of Live 11 to get that, I believe. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong later. I'm sure you will. All right, let's see. Anything else that I wanted to jump down here while I'm in it, man? There was that last, so we did Hypermorph. What was the last one? We did Probability Pack. Oh, it was Tricky Traps. That's right. Oh, Tricky Traps down there. Oh, Tricky Traps, Ace Comey. Hell yeah. And there's some really neat stuff in here, too, you know. I mean, there's some odd, really neat stuff, especially for doing things live. They really integrate with the Launchpad Pros and the, you know, if you have a visual feedback device, this is where these things really get in. We'll go down that avenue right now and kind of play with some of those things to just look at them. And if they do lock up, then they lock up. Whatever. We'll see what happens. Now, that was a double click out of nowhere I didn't want. Foreplay. So just some sequencers. Direction, forward, backwards. You got, you know, they're neat. They integrate into things. ISO ARP is something that I really like here. Let's put this on. Well, it's more for beats, I think. It could be for, no, that's the radar. Let's see, ISO ARP. So this actually looks cool. We're actually going to put this on a device. Let's go. Let's hope I did the right one there. Okay, so sun's coming at this time of day, huh? Well, basically, my launch pad here is going to look exactly like what you're seeing right over here. And as I'm going at it, it's very cool if, you know, you got something live to do. These instruments are a crowd pleaser. I don't think they sound the best. I don't get the best results, but people love looking at this shit, dude. And when I bring these out and I play with them, everybody goes bonkers. And I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, they are cool. Don't get me wrong. I just don't feel like, you know, that it would be the first thing I pulled out and everybody went ape shit over. But it is, folks. It's exactly what they do. They go apeshit, especially when they see it, and you can play it, and you get a visual feedback of what you're doing with the music. It is cool, but I think people really like it. And radar is another one that'll do that too. So radar is going to be more for drums. Let's check this one out because that's cool too. Let's see if I can just go ahead and. All right, it did it. So now you get to. We're gonna have to play, and I'll show you that the launchpad here looks exactly what you see on the radar over there. Let me move my. I can move my picture over here a little bit. So you can see the radar right underneath that. I got the sun coming right into my window right now. So not much I can do, folks. Anyway, you can kind of see. And I've got the blue ring. If I hit the blue ring here. So it's a sequencer with some visual feedback. Very basic. It's nothing to write home about, but people go ape shit. They go crazy when you bring out this thing and they get to play with it or watch you mess with it. And they're like, "Oh yeah!" And it's like it's not the basic of basics, but at least you can throw it on anything and kind of get that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's radar. Ripcord. Let's see. Did I mess with ripcord already? And ripcord is another one of those really weird ones, I'm pretty sure. Oh, the ripcord is the chords. All right, we did play with that. It's in the pack, so it's in Tricky Traps. So ripcord is cool. Ripple's another. This is kind of another cool feedback one. Let's see. Maybe I'll do it on this launch pad over here. Let's go to Launchpad 2. You guys can see that one there? I think so. So, ripcord. We could start off by putting in triggers. Oh, there's nothing on this thing. A note. It's exactly what it is, and if you see it over here and you see what's on the screen, it's like, okay, so you have a striking force. You put a note in the water, you throw a pebble, and the wave hits that note and it triggers it. Now, the wave can either hit that note or you can have that wave hit another thing that will generate another wave. That's fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Ripple is absolutely weird to me, and I love it. I love anything weird like that, and boy, Ripple is just something that's on it, man. And it's very cool. And that's the MIDI effects there, and the tricky traps by Sonic Faction. Tricky traps there. Let's see, audio effects, the Grid Ninja, mod sequencer XYZs. We're not going to go down everything in here. Tricky trap instruments. Let's see what they're going to throw at us. The 808. There's some kind of cool stuff in here. Nothing really super great, but you could definitely make some bangers. We were talking about DJ Tropical Fresh earlier. This is right up the alley there of DJ Tropical Fresh. We got big hitters like Nova in here, and we're looking at the trance bot, which is actually all right though. I mean, if you're a person that likes to make some trance and some, I don't know, maybe some older school style techno stuff. Not older school, but just it's a good, I guess it's a good palette to start with. We're gonna go in here and check some of them out, I guess. Oh, I got all, just deleted everything. There we go. Glitch thing, dirty talk. These are just all instruments. Transpot, tropics. They're gonna be kind of like what they are. Just kind of show you one, and you'll kind of understand probably what the rest are going to be like. Let's go ahead and note. They're almost like just like, techno staple sounds done pretty well, I think. To me, I've got a million sounds like that. But if you didn't have those, and you didn't have a crazy ass instrument and sample library like I do, I'd find that be cool if I didn't have it. But I do, and I don't really come in here too much. 808 bass, I might come mess with this a little bit more. I don't know, 808 is kind of a cool thing to. Not bad, man. I'll take that. I mean, it's clean. I mean, just for a big 808, and you can kind of get your basic of how you want it. Hey, I'm cool with that. Oh, I got a selection. So this is something you can get that the let's go ahead and do it. I'll show you. Let's go into the MIDI effect and grab an expression control. And let's go ahead and link the aftertouch to this guy. Yeah, get some controls over it. You can get some feelings going on. I just love the expression control. I'll throw it on anything whenever I see the opportunity, and that was an opportunity right there. Yeah, pretty cool. 808 bass. I think I'm gonna put a. Did I not have this on highlight? Because that is pretty cool. And I don't think there's anything else in here that I really want to go into. While we're in packs, let's go. There is some newer stuff. Let's see, from Dylan Bastion here, I think. Not Iota, which is, Iota is super cool. But we're not going to talk about that right now. Iota is super cool, but we're not going to talk about that right now. I already said that. All right. What did we want to see from him? And it was kind of, the last thing was kind of bouncy notes is what I wanted here. Let's take bouncy notes and put it on a channel out here, and let's go over and give it a piano analog addictive keys. And this is almost like that ripple, except for I think this is probably a little bit more in depth. I think we're gonna have to hit play here. this thing is weird. Oh, I still got see, this is where my instruments get stuck here. So let's go in there and go into preferences. So if you got your launch pads in stuck mode like this, you're gonna have to go in here and hit none. And then there might be a different way. I don't like to turn mine on and off because it seems to make me crash to desktop. So go back into Launchpad Pro, and then that clears that one up. And then we'll go back into this one. We'll hit none. You can see that it cleared up down here. And I'm going to go right back into Launchpad Pro. And there it goes. You can see that they've all reset themselves. And we're back to normal now, folks. I can hit notes. I believe we can get some different presets of this, some different flavors here. Bouncy notes. There's presets for bouncy notes. There they are. Let's just hear some of these. It's like I don't know. You know what that makes me think of? Gosh, what was his name? Mr. Rogers. Trouble on the Train. You know? So weird and jazzy and random. I can't make stuff like this. I would never just randomly do that, and to have this as a tool to be able to come out here and do this with. The mysterious walk up the stairs to your murder. I don't know what's happening. There's someone in my house. The phone rings. Hello. Stop. Stop it. I know you're out there. Stop it. Gosh, I love stuff like that, man. Oh my goodness. All right, let's try something else. No hands. Yeah, I think I can listen to that for quite some time without it getting old, I guess. I told you I get stuck on things. Out of all the music channels, you had to walk into mine. Why you're here? I'm not quite sure. Well, that's how I make. This is how I get rid of writer's block. I don't have writer's block right now, but I mean, this is how I get rid of it. If I had some. I love that stuff, man. Man, the bouncy notes from Dylan Bastion is just super cool, man. Iota, man. Oh God, what were I here? Let's look at Iota. This is fun too. We're just having fun today, man. Iota is on a whole nother level, though, folks. I don't even know how to explain this one. It takes samples and, well, I guess I'm gonna have to go into a Iota preset here. Let's get rid of this one because I'm not gonna record anything into it right now because I'm using my mic for something and I've got a really bad driver on here so I can stream it at the same time, which compromises my performance. Let's just grab one and throw it down. All right, so what is happening here? Gotta find the notes. Let me turn my notes off. It's usually on C. Let's see here. Oh, what a beautiful instrument that is, man. And what you can do is you take your we're gonna have to really get in here to explain what this is. Those are probably not the best preset to do it. Let's just grab something here. All right, we're going to grab a blank iota here, and then we're going to just drag our own sample. So something simple into it so we can understand, you guys can understand a little bit what's going on, because me dragging something else in, it's probably going to confuse you. But the thing is, all right, there we go. Perfect. Go into vocalize. We're going to get some vocals. Something with a lot of movement in there. Let's get to triplets. Perfect. This is great. This is like a perfect sample for this. All right, so let's listen to this before I throw it in here. Yeah, pretty cool with some vocals, with some weird processing going on. And in here, I think we could draw a box. And you can see that it's going to play this box back. Now, I accidentally drew this box in, so we can actually go in here and move these boxes around. I think I can maybe reshape this box. Let's see if I can do that. There we go. We can reshape this box, and then we can move it around. So you can pick out just certain parts of the frequency, not just parts of time, but parts of frequency. So you've got a two-dimensional kind of selection that you can grab a hold of. And you get multiple ones. I can just keep on drawing boxes and they keep on going corresponding to a key. And then we can play them in reverse. We can almost granular, it's almost like a granular synth. We can granulize these things and just go crazy, bro. It's crazy. Start smearing things. We have to reverse that. Pan it a little bit. Just crazy, you know. Just off of simple sounds. And I love when you get into granular and you start picking little pieces of anything apart and turning it into something. That's really cool. But yeah, all right. With that being said, how long has it been going on here for? About an hour almost. It's kind of fun. Well, we made a few different things, I think. And we talked about a lot of really cool stuff. And this is probably should be talked, you know, relabeled and headlined and titled, um, I guess it'd be like chord generators and writer's block or something. I don't know. We just talk. Anyway, all right, guys. I think I'm gonna bounce off of here. I've had enough messing with sounds for right now, and I think the afternoon and weekend is about to start for me. But we've got a new format, a new setup. Everything. This is kind of like a test run to make sure all the sounds are going good. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it and see if everything was going good. Because if it wasn't, I've just been talking like a jackass to myself for an hour. I think there was one person in here. Didn't say anything or anything, but thanks for watching. If it was somebody, it might just be me. Anyway, this was a test. I'll see you guys on the next video. Remember to call someone.